just can it. It doesn't mean zip it, not this month anyway.
The phrase is meant to bring in lots and lots of donations, canned goods. Again, this year, UNO's Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity has put the drive together.
They have, and Brennan Fowler and Matt Johnson are with us this morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
How's
it going?
Thanks for coming in. Explain a little bit about this.
So nice.
They do look so nice. Yeah, very young.
Compared to the two of us in our jeans.
Young men.
We had a strict dress code. We had to follow.
Oh, you did. You had rules.
How long has this event been going on? Then we'll kind of dive into the details on this.
Yeah, so actually this is the 14th year, so it started in 2003 with one of our alumni, Justin Potashnik, and it really just gained a lot of traction. We started in the Pet Bowl at UNO, so right by the soccer field, moved it to Crossroads for a few years, and now we're at Baxter Arena, so we just kind of seem to be climbing the pedestal a little bit, trying to grow this event more and more each year.
So in terms of goal, in the past, what's typical, and then how does that set up what you'd like to see in 2017?
Yeah, so right now our goal is 45,000 canned food items, or
That's a lot.
Any food items,
Yeah.
The Omaha community, 14% struggles with food insecurity. So the food pantry at the Salvation Army is really doing a good job. And we want to get as many canned food and food items to them so we can kind of help ease that problem.
Yeah, you bring in a lot of non-perishables for this event. You really sleep, and you brought in an example. It's a prototype, as you call it, of a cardboard box. Do you guys really sleep in these throughout the week?
Yes, so last week of March we'll be in Baxter. It'll probably be cold and rainy, but you can find us kind of huddled up, cuddled in these little guys you can see here.
So why? As people might wonder if they haven't heard of this before. Like, what's the story with these guys? Why are they in boxes?
Right, so the weeks leading up, we do the donations for the food pantry, and then during the week we also want to raise awareness for homelessness. So that's the big key here is we want people to see these cardboard boxes out, and we want to put ourselves in the shoes of the people that are actually struggling with the problems. That way we can kind of get the feeling that they have. And by putting us out in this vulnerable situation, making us feel uncomfortable, it gives us a great sense of awareness and makes us really want to give more back and kind of push ourselves to continue to grow this event.
Yeah, and through this process, Matt, what have you guys learned about need, whether it comes to the need for food or shelter for a lot of people?
Yeah, so this is my first year being involved with Just Can It, so it's actually a great opportunity to just see what the community needs, just to see all the issues that have arisen, but also how we can help as an organization. It's just great to be working with Salvation Army again, like we said.
They're pretty awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
You've been with them for years.
We have.
All of the food that you saw in those pictures that are going in the back of the trucks, all of that's going to supply the need at the Salvation Army. We know throughout the year, and I've heard it on the radio a few times, need knows no season. You hear Susan Eustace on the radio saying that, and it's so true that at the holidays, that's where our minds are. We want to make sure other families are able to have a meal at Christmas or a meal at Thanksgiving. But here we are in March, the need still remains for, as you said, 14% of the people in our community are food insecure. So how can our viewers, people watching now, get involved?
Right, so like I mentioned a few minutes ago, we will actually be working before the event to collect canned food drives. So we'll be starting tomorrow through the 25th. We'll be at most Baker's locations in Omaha with bins. So if you're going to go to Baker's, you'll see us out there with the Salvation garb on, collecting canned food items, and that's where we get a lot of our donations. And then the Baker's locations will also have bins up. And then also the week of the event. So on Tuesday and Thursday, that's March 28th and March 30th. We'll have drive-through.
And of course, you can see the items here that are most in need: canned beans, boxed macaroni and cheese, soups, canned soups, of course, peanut butter, canned meat, canned vegetables. And you have also set up, people can get a hold of you on Facebook too, because you got a Facebook page you set up that people can reach out and contact you.
Where do we find it?
You can just search Just Can It on the Facebook search and it'll come up as an event.
And I'll point out too, as you were looking at that list, it's not just a matter of non-perishable, but what's nutritious. So protein-rich, fiber-rich foods, that's as important as anything. The website is salarmyomaha.org, but I love when you guys are here and some of your contemporaries who've joined us the last handful of years coming in, because we sort of think about, your generation and you've got your nose in a tablet and you don't know what's going on in the world. I think you serve as a great example of wanting to know what's happening, but then also being solution-oriented, which is the best part of all.
Yeah, doing a lot of good philanthropic stuff out there, gents.
Your parents should be
Thanks for
proud.
coming in. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you guys.
Listen.